Good afternoon. I'd like to congratulate today's inductees. It's a very well-deserved honor for you guys to be in this prestigious Hall of Fame. I'm here to introduce Albert Montes. The first time I ever saw Albert Montes, he was 8 or 9 years old. He was shooting baskets on the basketball court next to the baseball field at Socorro High School. This kid was shooting everything. He was making everything. He was working on his skills. He was making all the baskets. And I went over to the team and I said, "Who is this kid?" And one of my players, Emilio Montes, said, "That's my little brother Albert." And I said, "Well, he's a hell of an athlete." He says, "Coach, he's going to be a really good one." We'll go forward to about 7 years, and now Albert's a junior in high school. He was a city MVP, district MVP on a district and by-district championship team. The next year, as a senior, he was also the best quarterback in El Paso. But in baseball, he was, again, the district MVP, the city MVP, first team All-State, and took us all the way to the regional finals, one step away from going to state. He pitched 15 innings in one game, a complete game win over Duncanville, 2-1. Unfortunately, we got beat the next 2 games and we missed going to state by 1. After he graduated, he was drafted in the 50th round by the Texas Rangers, but he chose to go to Grayson Junior College instead, where he led Grayson to back-to-back national championships and was the most valuable pitcher both years. The next year, he went to the University of Texas, where he went 7-5 and had a 2.67 ERA, and still holds the record today for fewest walks per 9 innings at the University of Texas. The next year, he got drafted in the 12th round by the San Francisco Giants. He played in the Giants organization for 5 years, leading Salem Kaiser to the championship. Now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Albert Montes.
I'm a little nervous. I mean, Coach Romero just set the tone, but I mean, it's going to be hard to talk back and everybody else. I don't got any papers here. I'm just going to go off my phone. We're at new school, you know, just gotta upgrade it. First of all, I want to send my condolences and prayers to the Falvey family. You know, we lost Kyle, and it was unfortunate, but I know Corey and his brother Ryan, and they're great people. You know, I've never really dealt with Mr. Falvey, but you know, he's been a great guy too. Great impact on the community with baseball. So, you know, I want to just send my prayers out there to their families. You know, that was a tough loss, and also want to send my prayers to the Cox family. You know, I just got to meet Mr. Cox's kids, and they're great kids. You know, actually one of them is gonna start going and training with us at our facility, and you know, join Güero. I mean, he played with Güero and a bunch of other guys. So, you know, my prayers to you guys as well. Then, I mean, first and foremost, I want to thank God, because obviously without him, you know, I wouldn't have had any ability or been able to do what I did on the field. But you know, and it's pretty much just I'm overwhelmed. I just want to thank a lot of people. I hope I get everybody. You know, I mean, if I miss anybody, I mean, I'm gonna say it right now. I thank you guys as well. But first, I want to thank my beautiful wife. You know, for always supporting me, being there for me all the time, and you know, having to deal with baseball. She never really played sports. She was a fan of it, but you know, for the most part, never had any idea of what it took to the dedication and the hard work. You know, to really become a great athlete, and the things that me and Quintanilla are doing right now, you know, they're for the kids and the community. You know, she's starting to see it little by little with the hard work, the commitment, you know, the complaint of the parents, having to kind of coach them as well. You know, that you can't conquer Rome in one day. You know, it takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and a lot of you know, like I tell the guys, you know, there's always tomorrow. You know, don't worry about today. You're gonna have your bad days. And like Bob Stanley used to tell me when I was with the Giants, you know, and it's great for the Boston Red Sox. He's like, when I would blow a save, you know, I would call my mom. I'd walk home from the from the field. You know, wouldn't even take the bus. I was bitter because I was never used to a lot of, you know, like failure. And, you know, he would always tell me, hey kid, it's not the first time, it's not the last time, so you better get used to it, you know. And I turned to bear, you know, like learn to deal with it. And, you know, I just want to thank my wife for that, you know, for always just, you know, those long hours that I got to stay out working with Q and the guys, you know, and it's just, you know, it means a lot. You know, I want to thank my kids. I want to start off with my oldest, Marissa, Maya, Bebo, the son. You know, he become famous, you know, with all the guys with Güero. He was all like, oh yeah, he's the Suns guy. You know? So they all know him. But you know, my daughter Aubrey, my youngest daughter Yasmin, which is back here picking her nose. You know, I just thank you for the support, guys. And I also want to thank my mom and dad. You know, they've been my rock, you know, this whole time as well. You know, they always gave me what I wanted. Sometimes my dad kept it real with us, you know, me and my brother. You know, and I learned a lot from my brother's mistakes. I mean, he was always getting chewed out, you know, being made of an example of in front of me. And like Coach Forbes said, I mean, I saw a lot of the games. I was just talking to Santi about some moments, Santi Valdez, you know, about the moments, you know, where they set the tone, where I would look up to them, you know, how intense Santi was on the field. And I always wanted all that, you know, and man, a little choked up, sorry. But, you know, I thank you, Mom and Dad, you know, for always being there. And, you know, it just, it means a lot just because, you know, baseball has been of up and downs and stuff, but like I said, I never really dealt with failure. And when I did, they were always there for me. My mom was always there to answer my calls. Dad, when, you know, anytime I needed to talk to them. And I really appreciate all the love and help you guys always gave me. I also want to thank the committee and all the, for voting for me. You know, all the inductees that I'm with, you know, sharing, you know, this great honor with. I mean, I grew up watching Matt, man. He was an animal. You know, we played at the sports park, and you know, it's great to see him here now. You know, just going through all that. You know, and I had a little bit of chance to talk to Mr. Kamat. You know, it was great. You know, it's always like feels like anytime there's good baseball people, there's never any arguments. You know, people that know the game, it just flows all the time. You know, there's always like you can never stop talking. You know, it's always great. I also want to, you know, thank all the guys that got the awards right now. Coach Romero, Güerote, proud of you, man. You know, I'm always going to tell you that. Daryl, going to be here. I was even going to take the award for Daryl. I texted him and I was like, yo, man, you know you're getting an award? I didn't know that, Coach. I'm like, well, I'll go up there, you walk for me. He's like, but let me find out who's going to go. And I'm like, well, I'm down to get it for you, man, because, you know, me and Daryl grew pretty close this year. Again, working out with us, working out with me and Coach Q, Gabe, you know, and the Clutch family. And, you know, we grew pretty close, but I'm really proud of him. You know, I'm glad he's out there taking care of his business and doing what he has to do on the path to the big leagues. Like Rocky said, you know, he hopefully helps the Orioles a little bit, you know, because they need a little bit of help. But, you know, who knows, you know, who knows what the future holds. But I also want to thank my brother Emilio, you know, for being a great older brother all the time, a great example. I love you, bro. I want to thank all my family that came, my aunts and uncles, you know. We'll start off here with my tia Pepa, tia Lupe, Jorge, my cousin Fanny, Juan Jorge, my cousin Corina, my tia Corina, my tio Ramiro, my tia Lupita, my tio Kiko. You know, they've always been with me. Sangue, I love you, man. My tio Marillo. You know, I love you guys with all my heart. You guys have always been there for me. Damn, Coach Forbes, what a run, man. We always hated to lose, man. And
Te queremos, buenito,
I was hoping this didn't happen. I was like, tell myself, don't do this. And we always went to war together, man, and we hated to lose. You always made me believe that my senior year that we had a chance to win state. And I was actually talking to Rocky earlier because I saw the way he carried that Coronado team to the Final Four. And I always wanted to do the same thing for my team. I really thought, we were really going to win state, and we came up one game short. But it is what it is, man. I made it taught me a lot of great things to be able to strive for the next level. But man, dude, like we built a bond, and Coach Forbes molded me so much, man. He actually, my sophomore year, when I made varsity, he made an example out of me in front of like the whole team, man. He's like, dude, you could be the greatest player, but you're the laziest guy here. Your brother from tell me, you have an attitude, blah, blah, blah. And that same year, I remember I went to spring ball, and Coach Forbes had already told Coach Carson in football, hey man, this guy's already kind of getting lackadaisical, make sure you get, and he's behind and get after him. So I decided, to skip a practice, and he caught me, and he made me go put on my pads. I went back out there to the field, and I remember he let me have it, man. He took off his hat, he hit me with his hat, like a little hat. I remember that's when you could really lay it on the kid, and we had to do these things called the big four, like we would sprint, you backpedal, you bear crawl, and then you do flips all the way with your full pads in, mouthpieces in. Now I remember I was done, and I was like, man, dude, F this guy, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna tell my parents. I get in the car, I tell my mom, even worse, actually. That's what you deserve. But wait till I tell your dad, But all that, man, it came with that fire, and that's why Coach Forbes had the success he had, and we were talking with Cuevas earlier, and he was just like, hey, man, I love this guy. He's like, he's got the biggest, in town, man. The way he coaches, I'm just saying, oh yeah, he does, man. He's like, he really, actually, when I got there, he actually took the foot off the gas, because I remember when my brother and Santi were there, man, he used to chew tobacco, on top of the yelling, screaming, and he would just like have like, chew on your face. And, he used to do this thing where he used to take it out, and he'd flip it to you, and then you thought it was a ball or something, and you'd catch it, you let it go, the tobacco or whatever. But, it was just a great time, and it's like he said, he's like, I'm not here to coach boring guys. I'm here to have fun and do everything the right way, structured way. And he did it, and we were talking about how he kicked dudes off that were like such great players, and nowadays it's the other way around. They let him like get away with stuff, and he didn't care, man. Like I remember I was like, dude, that guy's a stud, man. He was a stud at the sports park, and he just got booted, because he decided to not do the right thing, But I want to thank you, Coach, for doing that, man, making me a man, dude. I'm very for that. I also want to thank Coach Paso, my coach at Grayson JC. He's now at Texas Tech. What a great guy, man. He's always, we won those 2 national titles with a bunch of wild guys, man. It was crazy. That's why I was so happy when Weddle got there. I was like, dude, go win that title, man. There's nothing like winning a national title, and it was unbelievable with that guy. He dealt with a lot of like bad attitudes that I had or whatever, but like I said, man, I always loved the game and I hated to lose, and it was crazy how I landed with coaches that just hated to lose, man. I'm saying, like they refused to lose. He was a little bit more laid back, but Timmy T has always been there, man. He's still there, man. I mean, we still go see him when he gets to the World Series to Omaha. He's always thanking. I texted him congratulations this year when they got to Omaha, and he texted me back in a hoodie, in a Grayson hoodie, and he's like, dude, you guys set the tone for us. He's like, I always bring up those 2 back-to-back teams. I want to thank all my teammates on that team. I wish I could name them all, but I mean, they all know, we're like a band of brothers, and we still stick together. We still talk. We have a group text where we keep in touch. They have spec kids, so we're like, dude, we gotta make a team, and we're always just like planning different stuff and talking about old times, like always. But thank you, Coach T, for always being there, and his family. I also want to thank Coach Garrido, the GOAT. What a great guy too. Another guy that hated to lose. I want to thank him and Coach Frank Anderson, which is now the pitching coach at Tennessee. And those 2 guys combined, and Q will tell you, man, it's like it was just just like testosterone all over the place. You lost, and that guy was like on you. I was just telling the guys that one time we lost, and he was just going off on us. And I know there's a couple YouTube videos of him like letting his team have it, but you know, this time he was just like, you guys gotta understand, man, that where I come from, if you lose, you effing die. You die. And I'm like, damn, man. That doesn't sink in, you know, you better like, you know, you have to break with that guy every day, you know, and it was just a thing of structure, old school, and breaking it. And he didn't care until the day he was gone. He was always like, you know, on you. He was making sure you always did everything right. And like I said, competed. He hated people that were scared, you know. If you were scared and you were a good player, there's a lot of good players that sometimes, you know, need to be told that, you know, like that they're not playing to their potential. And to me, sometimes that means you're scared. It's okay to be scared, but, you know, that's why he always would emphasize about preparing and being ready. That way, when that moment comes, you're not afraid. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I love, you know, a lot of love to Coach Garrido, all my teammates at Texas. Wow, man. You know, I'm glad it kind of sucked, because like the year I left, you know, only 2 guys got drafted, our Friday starter and our Saturday starter, which was me. And I closed a couple games, but we were all young. And I remember Omar was a freshman. And, you know, they just, pretty much all the players came back the following year. They just stacked up with a couple of JUCO guys, and they went to Omaha and won the whole thing. You know, and that was, you know, that was great to see them, you know, because I always tell Q, because we have the picture up at the facility, you know, and he's like, I'm like going through all the guys, and I'm like, damn, dude, I feel like I should have been a part of that team, you know, I feel like I want to, you know, but it was always great to be, you know, playing in the minors or whatever, and then clicking on, and, you know, all my friends are playing, you know, so a lot of love to all those guys, you know, and, I mean, I also want to thank all the college guys I played with, you know, that I ran into, you know, opposing teammates, you know, that I had the privilege of playing against. You know, we became friends as well, and all you guys that play ball know how it is. You know, when you see them, like, oh, I remember you or whatever. But they brought out the best in me, and I'm sure vice versa. So I want to thank them as well. I want to thank Butch Henry for giving me the opportunity in '09, you know, to play for the Diablos. You know, Butch was a great guy. You know, he's always been a great guy. Every time I see him, you know, we had a good connection. You know, and I want to thank him as well. I want to thank all the Inductee family, man. Wow, dude, what a brotherhood. You know, we're building something pretty big there. You know, for the community and for the city of El Paso. And it's almost like we're trying to put what Coach Forbes did, Coach Tadlock did, Coach Garrido, a lot of our pro guys, pro coaches that coached us all in one, to tell these guys, dude, here's the blueprint, you know, leading you to water. It's your decision to drink it or not, you know. And we have produced a lot of guys. I was just telling, you know, somebody outside, I forgot, I think it was Dana. I was telling him, I'm like, man, dude, like, from that Suns team that we created last year, I mean, I think there's going to be, and we've been talking about with Q, you know, that there's going to be a couple big leaguers. Like, I'm a firm believer from that. And, you know, one of them is Weddle. You know, I've been like talking about him all the time. I've always been a big fan because, again, he's the same way. He hates to lose. He's going to compete to the fullest, you know. And not only that, but be an example to his teammates and bring out the best in his teammates. I also want to give thanks, you know, mentioning the Inductee family, Gabe Aguilar, Jesse Estrada, Yair Urola, Jimmy Cubillos, the Bernal brothers, which Hector's wife Irma is here, you know, and he's one of our coaches. You know, we've had some teams, Oscar Garcia, Orlando Garcia, you know, anybody else, you know, that goes there and train. I want to thank all my guys, again, Adrian Torres, Jim, Ivan Melendez, Brandon Pimentel, Cecil Ochoa, you know, Raul Lopez, all the guys that get to go in there on a daily basis and want to get to the big leagues, and like we say at the clubs, got to go get that money, you know what I'm saying? But I want to thank all my friends, you know, that like ran into me throughout the years and have congratulated me or had said some kind to keep me going, to keep me moving towards, you know, just improving my career, or even now with the guys, you know, just helping them out, and just, you know, it goes a long way when they tell you, hey man, I know what you're doing for the community. guys, because, you know, I'm 915 till I die, you know, and that's pretty much it. You know, I just want to thank all you guys for a great night, people that are here, and anybody else that I left at Hoya, Andy Acosta, thanks for always being there, man. You know, you're always like, anytime I've needed you, you know, to go take pics or whatever, you know, you're always down. That means a lot. You know, I want to also send out some thanks. I mean, they both passed away, but to my aunt, my aunt Francisca Jimenez, which we call her Tia Chiquis, and my grandma. You know, she passed away, my mami Kika, and they were big supporters, big time in my career. And you know, I remember my grandma used to always like play with me when I was like 5 years old, and you know, she always supported me through that, and they always liked to see me succeed. But you know, that I miss them so much, and I know they're in heaven, you know, happy for the things that I'm doing now. And you know, like I said, I just want to thank you guys. What a great night. You know, all the inductees and all the families. You guys have a safe drive home, and I appreciate it. Thank you.